Joseph is amazing. I just got my reading today about he started out saying my mom's name who passed 3 months ago. And then he jumped into my dad's who passed just 2 months ago. Basically, he told me they're proud of me. They told me about keep writing my music, keep playing my Spanish guitar, and I love them. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm a little overwhelmed of what Joseph, what my mom came through with Joseph tonight. So my mom gave me this figurine that I adored since she was a child, and I happened to carry it upside down, and it fell out of the box and broke into 100 pieces.
And for Joseph to have come out with that is
unbelievable, by her saying, it's okay, it's just a porcelain figure, which she has told me before.
And if anything for him to come up with.
Yeah, it just validates that she's here. And
she is here.
Yeah, she is here, always in my heart. But yeah, love you,
mine
Mom.
too.
Thank you, Joseph.
Bye, Big Red.
The most amazing reading is he hit everything on point with my son. It was 2.5 months ago, and he was on point about the hatred and the fighting and everything. I was praying for him to come through, praying, please, and I screamed my name. And my brother screamed my name too behind me. And then when he mentioned the dog tag, I was like, and the military, it was like, his dad was in the military. And then I had my dog tag and my son's picture. And then he just started coming with everything that was there, that I was in there in my head. I love it. He's amazing. He's amazing. I just want to tell you, I can't wait. I want to have a home. I want to do a whole thing with my family. I can't wait. He's awesome.
Hello.
Hi. I missed that music. I missed it.
Oh, I know. We haven't done a show in so long. We lost half the group. I'm looking at all new names are coming up, and everybody that we had earlier are gone. I apologize.
We are so sorry. It's the internet.
I hit the wrong button. That's what it was. I didn't have my broadband connected. But it's been a while since we've done a show, and it's good to be here. So go ahead.
We have to ding our bells first. It's our safety bell.
Go ahead and ding your bell.
One more time. Here we go. like
All
a
right.
reset. It's
There
like
you go.
the reset.
That was a good ding. Well, welcome everybody to another night of, hey, we got to put our banner up. Here we go. Let's see. I'm so rusty. There we go. Normally I'm on top of this stuff. A night of love, hope, and laughter. Normally we're on every Wednesdays, but we're doing a special. We're down for the summer. We're on vacation, but Kristen and I decided to just kind of pop on tonight and just to say hello. We had a lot of requests. People were requesting, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? So we decided last night, let's come back tonight. Let's just go ahead and do a show and come on. So let's catch up. We haven't been on since June.
Since I saw you last night at the dance club, what have I been doing? So guess what, guys? Joseph is learning how to ballroom dance. We had a birthday. And we hung out.
Well, you don't call it ballrooming. If it's Spanish dancing, what do you call that? Like Latin dance?
It's still a form of, in my world, ballroom dancing. It's Latin dancing. So Latin dancing.
Yeah.
Right? Which is like salsa, merengue, bachata. But what we kind of do out there, Joseph, is I call it street salsa. It's street merengue. What we're learning, because we're learning in the streets with all the people who've been doing it since they were 2 years old. We're not training classically in a ballroom, but that's fun too. So Joseph actually is going to take some classes with Tasha, who's a teacher I trained out of my professional training academy. So she's running her own big school now, and Joseph's going to take some classes with her.
I'm going to try.
And we're going
I have the moves, I have the hips. I just got to learn the steps, because it's, with the Spanish blood within me.
People don't know that we did classes, me and you, for how long?
Oh yeah, that was years ago when you were teaching me. That was many moons.
Yeah, when I had the studio, the spiritual studio.
Right, when you had the studio, but that's where I learned. And Kristen and I, we go probably back about 8 or 9 years, and we are the best of friends. And we've been doing metaphysics works, and finally we came together now to do this work. And we started the show, Night of Love, Hope, and Laughter. And it's been a huge success of having everybody come on and doing readings and talk about metaphysics and life and things. So this is what the show is about. And so any metaphysical topics you want to hit real quick before we bring anybody on?
Well, how's everyone's energy feeling these days? I feel like the energy has been... And I am so glad we have Miss Angie on. I can't wait to bring her on at some point and talk about some energy. And I really, really want to hear her bowls again and her beautiful voice. It's like sound medicine to me. I feel a sound medicine, and it's energetic healing. So I can't wait to bring Angie on in a little bit. Hi, Angie. Thanks for coming on.
Angie, in fact, let's pop her on because we were just at our moon dance. And I'm gonna bring her to the... Hi, Angie. How are you? I feel like a munchkin here. I have to get my booster seat up. Go ahead and talk, Kristen.
We will tower above you, Joseph. So in the meantime, Angie, I heard about your salt bath. Your ice bath.
Oh my gosh, it was so amazing. It was such an amazing night. I love how it just develops organically. Like, you plan for things, you plan for events and hope for the best. And then sometimes no matter how you think it's going to turn out, it just turns out completely different, but just as good. And it
was
better.
Wonderful. From your sound bowl meditation, when you were doing your meditation, and Stephanie was with me there too. And I was telling her that I felt like I was going to shoot out of my body. My head got really numb. And I just felt like for the first time, I felt like I was going to really exit and go astral travel. And I never felt that before. And I thought you almost got me so close. So, between all the energies there and between your sound bowls, I think you could have got me there.
That makes me so happy. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. And I am so proud, Angie, too, that you're taking a step into contributing to the Lightworker community to growing
It was a big step. It was scary.
You're paving the pathway for everyone to walk in your footsteps. You're showing us how and what that looks like, and you're learning the journey of not planning things. We plan something and it's like, why?
Yeah.
Why? I tried to plan too. I tried to plan the show. I tried to plan what I was going to talk about. Half the time I lost the paper, which obviously you don't lose your planned paper like accidentally. Right. It's just gone. And I'm like, oh, so we're doing this. And they're like, yeah, we're doing this. I'm like, oh, so I got to trust you. Yeah. Oh, well, let's do this then. And that's what you're doing. You're trusting the universe. You're walking with her. You're walking with Mother Earth, and you're
what you missed, Kristen, is they had an ice bath this time. And I put one leg in and that was enough. But Stephanie and Angie got in together. And
amazing.
Do you want to describe the feeling?
I had done it once before, and I would say it's an intense experience if you've never done it. Every cell in your body screams for you to get out for the first at least 30 seconds. And, you think, oh, it's going to be cold, but it's much colder than you could imagine. And I had powered through it on my own once before, but it's been some time. And so Stephanie had already done it. She came over just to watch. And then at the last minute said, you want to do it together? I said, sure, why not? When we got in together, it was the only way that I can describe it was like electric. All of a sudden, we're both it's like chaos. It feels like you get into the ice water, and like I said, everything within you wants to get out. We held on to each other for strength to get through those first 30 seconds. And then after that, without discussing it, without planning it, our breathing became opposite. And so as she was exhaling, I was inhaling. And so it really felt like this cycle of energy exchange where I really felt like this energy moving through us until we became in sync at the end. And as we were breathing, we're moving together. And it was like we looked at each other and we both just knew when it was time to get out now. It was incredible, honestly, to the point where I got emotional. I really was not expecting that to happen.
That's so beautiful.
There's a lot of pictures that people took that you post on your Instagram too. And so, I was looking at all the pictures with the two of you. It was incredible. Like I said, I put a leg in, and that was I couldn't go further than one leg.
I can understand.
It was too cold. So, but now, is your moon ceremonies? Is it open to the public, or is it just friends for that?
So right now, I don't have it open to the public per se because it is at my private residence, and there is limited space. I will say that I am leaving it open to source to decide who is supposed to be there and how it's supposed to progress. I have, I guess, like I said before, my own ideas, my own plans of how this can progress and what it will become. But every time I try and plan something, it just goes backwards. So it's just like, I'm going to just wait and see. And I'll let you know, as it grows.
Well, the reason why I asked is because this next one coming up, when is it? August
21st.
21st, I am going to open up. And I'm going to do my work, either a channeling or mediumship work, depending on where I'm at there. But we thought for like the first hour before we start, or 40 minutes, I will go ahead and I'll do my channeling, bring in my guides. I'll talk to loved ones. I can give readings, and that's how we're going to open it up before we start the meditation. So I'm excited to participate. And I know all my fans out there, you'll have a whole lineup. So that's why I asked if it was open to the public or not.
I know.
So we'll keep it, it is in your home. So I understand. So, but for everybody knows that I will be doing this, the next one. So I'm looking forward to it.
It'll be amazing.
And it's been one of those, like, for example, I invited Renee and I invited my sister Shay because I knew their energy would be synergy. Yeah. And I think maybe organically it'll like, oh, hi, do you mind if I bring this person?
Right. Yeah.
And then when it gets so big, you'll find wherever you're meant to be at that moment.
I say maybe I won't find it. Maybe it'll find me.
Guess what? Angie. Okay. Have you ever been to the organic farm and homestead where there's fruit trees everywhere and a big ceremony, a big Indian ceremony. I saw us doing a workshop there together.
Ooh.
Yeah. I saw a weekend camping thing. We're going to do it ourselves.
Let's do it.
And I just remembered it right now.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yes. All right. So we'll do that. I see it. I already saw it when I was there. I saw you there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's
I love
beautiful. You'll love the grounds.
Okay, cool.
Yes, you'll be there too, I'm sure.
Good.
I mean,
I'm always surrounded with beautiful women, as you can see. So I'll come. So.
Seems like a really hard job, Joseph.
Yeah, I know. All my events,
Somebody's
it's like 98% women that come out to my events. So yeah, I know it's a hard job. Somebody has to do it, right?
Exactly.
So what brings you on, Angie, today? You were just listening, or are you on here for a purpose since we brought you up first?
I came on because I wanted to hear for the first time. I wanted to see you guys do your work, and I figured, maybe my grandmother would come through, maybe she wouldn't, and I wasn't sure. But I figured either way, I'd be able to watch and see you do what you
my
guys
thing.
best. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to keep you there. We're going to set the room. For those of you who are in the waiting room, the room is filled. For those of you who are trying to call in or log in, you're not going to get in till we empty some space. And for those of you who are in the waiting room, what we're going to do is we're going to read you. And once you get your reading, kind of pop off and you can listen through Facebook or YouTube to the rest of the show. That way it opens up a space for the next person to dial in. But right now it's going crazy. I think this is what knocked us offline earlier. And it's still people are still trying to get in on here. For those of you who are waiting for your loved ones, and for those of you who are listening online, think of your loved ones, invite them in. I always say that heaven is within. It's within our heart. This is where you're going to call them. Speak to them. Imagine a loving bridge. I call it a loving bridge from heaven. Imagine it coming into this room. So that's all I need you to do. Now, Kristen kind of got me to do email readings too. She pushed me out on the edge there. So if you have a loved one that you want to connect with in the comment area, just say the relationship, like mom, dad, brother, or sister. If you like a reading from Kristen, she can pull cards for you. Just say I would like a reading, and then we'll give you confirmation if you're still in the chat room or the comment area, and then Kristen will pull cards for you as well. All right. With that said, I'm getting pulled to New York for some reason. New York, New Jersey, with you, Angie. Anybody in that area?
Yeah, my sister lives in New York.
Okay. Anything going on with education, teaching, or anything like that?
Not that I know of.
Okay. There's nobody a teacher in the family or something like that? Education, teaching, or anything?
No, I would say my middle sister went to school for education, but that's not what she. That's not.
Okay, but she did go. She went
did go to school.
Is this the one in New York?
No, so I have two sisters. That's the one that lives near here.
Okay. All right. I think your grandmother wants to mention all the granddaughters. She mentioned the one in New York, and she's mentioning one who wanted to be a school teacher, but is not a school teacher, and who pushed drugs or something like that too. Anybody? I'm
a pharmaceutical rep.
Okay, so there we go. So there's the three. I have who's Rosemarie or who's Rose as well on there, or the female R could be Ruth, Rose, or anything like that.
My daughter's middle name is Rose.
All right, so we're gonna bring your daughter in there too. Your grandmother's bringing all the girls, and we're gonna bring your daughter in too. I just felt like she was the type of person that was involved in everyone's life. That she was very caring, very loving, and she's still that way. She's always watching. She's always proud of her family, her girls. She's calling that girls. I think you have more girls in the family than men.
She has three daughters, so we were a very matriarchal family.
Yeah, and that's why she kept on saying the girls, the girls, the girls. So she's bringing that up on there. And one thing about you, did I mention Rachel? Is there a Rachel? I want to say Rachel for some reason.
So my sister's middle name is Rachel.
Okay, we're gonna get all the names pretty soon. And who's the J like Jessica or Jennifer as well? So
Jeannie, that's one of her daughters. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jeannie. Yeah, she's naming everybody. Okay. she's talking about all the girls, her daughters, granddaughters, and how all the girls are very powerful in the family and how proud she is. She's very proud of you, Angie. She said that you had to make some tough decisions. You had to make some a big move that was kind of difficult, very scary in life. And she said you had the courage to do that, and she's very proud of what you did. You're very protective too. And she says you have to be very protective of the kids for some reason. There's something going on there. And it's very important that you keep protective. Get everything, yeah, got a lawyer up too, okay, on here too. So whatever's happening, they said that you have to be protective. You have to lawyer up on this stuff. That way, no one takes advantage with you on there. It could be ex-husband type situation. And this is what your grandmother's telling me. She's just watching out for you as well on here. But she just wants to say she loves you. She's proud of you, and she's good. And say hello to all my girls for me.
I will. Thank
and when
you.
I'm at your house, it's going to be, you'll have more details. I do it at your house too.
Thank you.
I'm going to have Kristen come on for you now, and I'm going to pop off.
All right. Thank you.
Hi, Angie.
Hey,
That was pretty amazing.
that was really amazing.
I know. I love it. I love watching him do what he does. It's such a gift to be able to move that veil. Say, hi, Grandma. And Grandma's like, hi, Angie. And you're like hugs. And it's like, mwah. See, to me, I see them right there. You know, they're always right there.
Yeah.
So to be able to speak to them like that,
Yeah.
you know, and I know some of that stuff was needed to be heard. So I have a couple of messages too.
Okay.
So I see, go with the flow, master. I don't even think I have to explain it, but I go with the flow. Well, we just talked about it. It means whatever it is, it's a yellow brick road right now.
Yeah.
Right? Master, meaning you are here as an ascended master, here to shine your light and reach your spiritual maturity in this particular lifetime. There's some patience, so you have some stuff that you're going through that's going to take a little bit of time, but it's working itself out. Now, this is where the two tones come in: low energy, high energy, low energy, high energy. So you're in the middle, and you do have an energy coming into your life that does not have healthy intentions for you. Narcissistic, cheating, lying, stealing, someone you cannot trust, someone who doesn't have very good intentions for you or your life. So be aware of that energy is coming into your field. So you want to go ahead and really protect yourself from this energy by using moment to moment awareness. You being a master, I believe you study this, but the power of now, Eckhart Tolle, Teal Swan, Matt Kahn, find your masters and study up if you need to. Just isolation. I see a little bit of isolation here due to some of the circumstances and situations. Figure out where that energy is coming from and send healing to it, moment to moment awareness, and your guides are working you through this. So you're really going to need to hold on tight to their wisdom and develop that relationship with your guides. Really listen to them, really work on that connection. Moment to moment awareness is the energy you will need. And there you have reached your spiritual maturity. You are there then. A little bit.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today, Angie. And we're going to go ahead and just pop you off, and we're going to go see who we can bring in on here
Thank
too.
you. That's
All
beautiful.
right. I can blow you a kiss.
Okay, we love you.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Kristen, you're hiding. What's going on?
It's my
Lost
laptop.
parakeet?
My laptop.
You lose a,
My laptop.
oh,
is
your
like,
laptop.
Fly on you. I'm coming right
You,
back.
see, you need to get the camera set up like I have. Keep on telling
I'm
you
a
that.
little out of practice too. You know that my many animals knocked the charger off my laptop.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that was fun. So,
Oh, yes.
all right. So we're gonna go ahead and pick. Oh, for those of you in the room, what I do is I have a lottery right here, and we're gonna go ahead and pick numbers out, and we're gonna bring you up into the area. So normally, just identify yourself, and if you want a mediumship reading, make sure we know who you would like to connect with, and then we can connect with that person. if you want Kristen, she can pull cards if it's more of a life path reading. I am a psychic as well, but since we have the both of us here, I will just kind of hone in on my mediumship since Kristen doesn't do mediumship work, and then she can do more of the life path. But I have the number 6 here, and number 6 is Jennifer. So Jennifer, get yourself set up. We're going to bring you up onto the queue here. And there we go. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? We have no voice. Let's just see if you have your speaker working on there. Is it on mute at the bottom, or let me see if I can do some magic on this end. Here. Take it down. Edit mic setting. Try saying hello, Jennifer. No, we don't. We don't have any volume for some reason. I was going to say, if you hang up and try calling back in, just make sure your microphone is hooked up on there. On it, for some reason, we just can't hear you. So, all right, Jen, thanks. All right. All right. Yeah, I don't know why that happens sometimes where the microphones don't work. I got to figure it out. I know there's a mute if it's muted at the bottom here. There's some people that we don't have pictures up yet on the video down here. So when we call your name, if you can pop the video on so we know you're there. If you don't pop your video on, then we won't. Well, sometimes you don't want to be shown on video and you just want to be voiced, and that would work too. But I have Kathy next here. If Kathy wants to come on, go ahead and show your video. If not, I'll pop you on for a second to hear your voice. And we could do it by voice too. Okay, they will need to connect to the mics. I guess they're just listening on here. So they're not connected here. So, all right. We're going to pull another one over here. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun, da-da-dun. We're batting 0 here, aren't we?
You think there's something wrong with our mics, maybe?
No, we're fine. I hear you. You hear me.
I can hear you. We can't hear you.
Yeah, no, it's just, Angie came on. We heard Angie.
Yeah, we heard Angie.
All right. I'm bringing in Jill. I got number 3 is Jill. Let's see. And Jill is a good fan of ours, supportive. So it'd be good to see her. Hi, Jill. There you are. We got a voice. We're good.
You can hear my voice all across the United States. My boss is telling me, I'm like, hey, you know where I'm at.
There you go. So Jill, we go back a little bit. Want to give a little backstory about how you came on to, or how you met me and met Kristen and things?
Sure. I was on Facebook one day and somebody was saying something about your name, said your name, and I'm like, who's that? And then I get an instant message from Joseph saying I'm a famous medium out in Florida, worldwide. And oh, okay. So then he invited me, and then I've been on there since. And then I got sick with septic in June on my birthday, on June 21st, and I almost died that night. Thank God my husband paid attention, took me to the hospital, and Joseph gave me a prayer, and I got healed. Then, like 4 days later, got out, had a heart attack. And then my husband saved me again, and then and my daughter. And then Joseph said a prayer, and I healed again. So that's how. And you can feel the tingling too. So just so you know, I felt it.
So it's more like a healing than a prayer. I bring the divine masters in, and that's what I did with you. So if you felt the tingling in your heart inside, it's psychic surgery you're receiving. So when they do this psychic surgery, they're actually healing your innards and your organs and what needs to be.
Yeah, I felt it too, because I was like, ooh. Even the nurse was like, what happened? I'm like, I don't know. You said the next day you actually woke up and did a prayer or a healing. And then I remember that. It was around, I remember that one. So, and the doctor gave me some good news. I'm like, oh, good. Yep, I'm here to say it. But
now, were you feeling a little under the weather recently?
Yes.
Right?
I went
you
to
were
New Jersey,
better, and then you got.
Yeah,
Something happened
I
to you.
went. Yeah, you're right. I went to New Jersey for the first time I was able to travel to see my niece graduate college, and I was hanging out with my older brother and my younger brother, my nieces, my great nieces, and my little brother said, "You look like you're on a deathbed," and my older brother said, "You look like you're dying," and I'm like, "No, I'm not. I've gained 23 pounds because of the high blood pressure pills they put me on, and I didn't need it because my blood pressure has been like 103, 110. It's below because of when I had the heart attack. That's my new blood pressure. As long as it doesn't go under 100. So I finally, my sister-in-law said, we're worried about you. You look like you're gonna die. I said, I'm not dying. So we went to the New Jersey shore, and I couldn't even walk the shore. So then I finally went to the heart doctor, and they took me off the blood pressure pills. I feel like I lost a little weight. My face got thinner, and so
feeling
now
better?
my only thing is my liver. There's something wrong with my liver.
Oh.
But I mean, otherwise I'm fine. But I had to get off the cholesterol pills so they can see if it's the cholesterol pills causing the liver to fail, or if it's me. And if it is, then I probably have to have a liver transplant, is what they said. But hopefully not. So I'm being, like I said the other day on Facebook, I am being positive.
All right, we're going to send some positive vibes your way right now. Light workers everywhere who are listening, send some love and healing Jill's way. We're all healers together. So we're sending it right there to your liver. We can all heal it. We just see it healed. We can get rid of the toxicity in it. We just have to know that in our mind that we can do that. Right. So any person you see, be like, send my liver healing energy, please.
Thank you. And you are definitely 100% right. I have been feeling under the weather. Not like COVID, nothing like that.
Yeah,
just the after effects of the, I'm starting like where I want to go to sleep all the time. And
yeah, I can feel that. Yeah, I can feel that energy. I feel the energy is being lowered by this illness right now in your body, and we need some detoxification and cleansing.
I know. I was saying about doing a body cleansing. They make you do a body cleanse when you do like an upper GI or lower GI. I was thinking about doing that. This maybe just to clean out all that.
The body cleansing, if we could move your body into more of an alkaline state, the body will begin to heal itself. So to move into an alkaline state is to eat certain kind of alkaline foods and drink, purified water and a lot of certain fruits, but other fruits are acidic. So we want to move into the alkaline phase. And then with some detoxification, your body will begin to heal itself. You just need to give it the time. Right now, it's got so many toxins inside of it that it's not able to repair your liver. But, so there are ways to kind of clean that system out. I do it often. I do it as often as I can, allow my system time to detox. I detox like 5 days out of the week, Yeah.
Right.
So
I know. I just have to ask the doctor if it's okay, because there's certain things I'm allowed to do and certain things. I mean, I know I got like a couple weeks ago, you guys were a month ago or something. Like I think like Joseph said June. I'm like, I'm gonna live. And I'm just trying to keep myself positive to get it going. That's why on Facebook I put, sometimes Joe puts these things on me over, he repeats and repeats. But I think that that's good, because I think that keeps, like I said to him, it keeps me going to think positive and it's a reminder.
Yeah, Joe, we've heard that from a few people who've just really mentioned, because we come on here, really, we love you guys, and but we see that it's helping people to be on, and it's helping us too, just for that reminder in our lives to stay positive, to keep our energy up, to keep our vibrations high, and we all need it. We all need it, and we can all do it together. Oh, Joseph is calling me. I knew he was like,
you in trouble?
No, he got bumped off, but I'm going to do a reading for you anyway while we're on, before we say,
thank you.
My love, what happened, Joe? I'm on, we're on. What happened?
I don't see him.
Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, all right. Well, I will keep doing some stuff. Joe's having some technical difficulties at home, so he's gonna
Well,
reboot his
as
system.
long as this is technical, it's nothing like with his mom or anybody. I don't want nothing.
No,
after
his
that.
mom,
Okay.
Joe's mom, he saw her yesterday actually, and she's doing really, really well. She's
Good.
a lot healthier. She's much better. She's getting stronger, and she loves where she's at. And you know, the guys were taking care of her, and
Good.
but now she's in a place where they play like the Spanish music at night. She gets to see the guitars and be with the people, and Joe gets
Oh,
to
nice.
so everyone is really happy and in a good situation.
Good.
I'm gonna put him on speakerphone. All
That's
right.
so good.
I'm here. I'm still trying to get.
Hi, Joseph. I can hear you.
We'll put him right here. Joe's
Okay, you know the studio's full, so it won't let me. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can get-
he's like the studio's full. I can't get in the show.
Oh,
Oh,
my Doberman wants a reading from Joseph.
yeah, everyone's waiting for me, and I can't get in.
And you're the host.
He's the host. He's the host of his own show. Well, so the co-host is gonna take over.
And the winner is.
The winner is.
Yeah, I don't know. I know you wanted to do this tonight.
Oh, he's like, I know you wanted to
Maybe
do
you should
this
say a
tonight.
prayer for your technical problems.
I know. Joe. No.
Okay, Stephanie popped off. She said so I can get in. So let me try to get.
Oh,
back
that
in.
was
All right,
nice.
Joe's trying to get on. I don't know if anyone can hear. He is trying to get back into the studio. It is presently has him kicked off. Let's see. Am I in the room? And we have a lot of people. Guys, I will let you know that we are resuming the show due to obviously what's happened tonight. We'll probably come on and make sure that we can do a full show because we've been really dedicated to want to do that. And then we talked about starting back up in September. So
Cool.
I think I'll be starting up on Mondays. Joe will be starting up, and Joe and me on Wednesdays. And also, since I'm here, I may as well tell you, I'm starting classes up because a lot of people have been asking me for classes. They're like, Kristen, how do we do some of the stuff you do? How do we learn the energies? How do we connect more with our guides? How do we, Joe's on, right? Joe's on.
Hey, there he
Yeah.
is.
Class is coming up, guys. So
Whew. Okay, I'm back.
Well, welcome back.
All right.
Glad you could
were
join
you
our
really, it
show.
was really too full so you couldn't get on?
Yeah, Stephanie popped off. She texted me. She says, "I'm going to pop off and give you a room." As soon as she popped off, I got in. So yeah, the room is filled. All right, so let's go ahead and clear, and we're going to go ahead and start. Jill, what can we do for you here? I know I didn't hear any of the conversations earlier until I called in, but here, what can I do for you?
If you could just check on my mom. My mother.
Okay. All right. So you have a mom who's passed, and you want to connect to your mom.
I want her to give me some advice about my brother.
What I'm hearing, Jill, is was he almost like a black sheep of the family for some reason, your brother?
Yes.
Because what she's telling me is sometimes you can't talk a person into getting it. You can't talk a person into changing, and it's very hard for you to make sense with him too. He's going to have to come back on his own, and by doing that, be patient with him. Always have an open door for him, and that's what I'm hearing. And if you have an open door for him, there'll be more communication with him, and that's what I'm hearing on there.
Okay. I have been having an open door with him, but he's like a narcissist, and
Okay.
I mean, he's just like my father. I'm not saying it, just I don't know. He tells me what to do and how to do it, and I'm like, I'm older than you are, and I have more of a life than what you got. And
All right, so that's why your mom said how he is. That's the personality that she told me. So you got to just be patient and always have a door open for him, and that's all you have to do. Okay. All right. So. Jesus.
what's she doing?
She's trying. I thought I said dove.
How many animals do you have?
She lives in my house now. She came from outside. She was like, "Can I live here?" And I was like,
Oh, she's a wild dove. Oh my God.
Yeah, was doing your house or what?
"Yeah, I got
You want a
kittens,
Doberman?
I got birds."
I got a kid and a dog, Doberman, and a fish, and a snake.
Okay.
Well, I moved from a farm, so believe it or not, I've downgraded as much as I can.
Well, Jill, I thank you for coming on.
Yeah,
And
we love you.
and if you could just kind of, if you could listen online so we can open up the room up for other people to come in, it'd be wonderful. And we're just going to go see how many, we're going to go see what we can read, how many people we can do.
Let's do it.
All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. What did I do here? Hold on. Man.
Nice, turn that light down. There we go. I'm feeling better about that light. Am I too dark now? I'm okay, right?
Yeah, a little dark, but okay. There you go. You're fine.
I'm fine, right? I prefer dark, like the light from my face.
Yeah, I'm always going into the light. So. Okay, no pun intended. All right, I'm going to pick a number here. Number 2. Let's see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 2 open spots. So whoever's listening online who would like to join us, there is 2 open spots to join us. There's 1 open spot now to join us. So whoever's listening online, we do have 1 open spot left. I have Juanita, and I'm going to pull Juanita up here. So I'm going to bring you up to the stream. Hi, Juanita. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Can you hear me?
We hear you perfectly. Everything's
good.
So what brings you on today?
I haven't been on in months, and I've just been going through some stuff, and I would love to know what my angels are saying. All my loved ones up there.
Okay. How I do this, Kristen normally pulls cards, but I work with angel spirit guides. And
you've read me before.
I have read you before. Okay, so you know how I read and everything. Mm-hmm. So what you can do is just ask your question as specific as you can for me.
But can I visit with my grandmother or maybe my father?
We can do both of that on there. Let me just shift. Who had heart trouble or passed away unexpected and very quick? You got the
heart,
or even lungs too. I'm feeling there's a heart or lung issue going on. I have trouble breathing. I wanted to cough and everything. So
that's Virginia, maybe.
All right,
my neighbor.
Is she going through that health problems right now?
She passed.
She passed. All right.
Yeah.
A lot of times, is this recently that she passed?
It's been a few years, but
Okay.
we were really close.
All right. I just feel like this woman is coming through, and this is the one who has to come through. Something about watering the flowers or keeping the flowers up or the water beds and stuff like that. I don't know if she did that a lot around her house or something like that, but it's almost like she even watered your flowers and stuff that I'm seeing.
She did. She gave me a passion flower. She had dug it up and gave it to me one time.
Okay, that's what she's talking about. Something about watering flowers, like from her, than watering your flowers. So that's probably her thinking about digging up a flower in her yard and bringing it to you. So
yeah, we used to fight over the hummingbird.
Okay.
It would go to her house, and then it would go to my house, and.
All right. So this is what she needed to bring in, and I have a hospice situation now, too, and had to be there and had to say their goodbyes. Was this for your father, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. The hardest thing is to say goodbye, and but there are never goodbyes when we go to when we cross over into that heavenly realm. And your father said he never says goodbye either. And I just feel like there's very shallow breath. Did he suffer with a cancer type thing? Because I feel like cancer was kind of going through his body. And but very strong, though. Even though how sick he was, I just felt like he was very strong, independent. He didn't want anyone to know how sick he was. And if you ask him how he was, oh, I'm doing good, I'm fine. But really, we knew how sick he was. And did you squeeze his? Were you there at the end? I have somebody squeezing his hand. Was that you, or was that?
No, that was probably a sister.
Okay, a sister of yours.
His sister.
His sister. You don't know. Somebody said to him, "It's okay to go. It's okay to go." So I don't know if you know the sisters. If your aunt said that to him, but
yeah, she did.
Okay, so
that's what she told him.
and she squeezed his hand too. And so you need to let her know that she helped him to cross over by saying that and squeezing his hand to know it's okay. So, and that's what
Well, we are not talking at the time. We don't talk since my dad died.
Wow. Sorry to hear that.
So that must mean that he wants me to
the olive branch, like the hummingbird that comes back and forth. So that's like the olive branch you need to turn out. So this is why your dad's talking about that situation and his sister. So maybe this is what you need to do is just, sometimes we just have to take the high road, even though if we know we're right or they're wrong, you would just have to shrug it off and just take the high road and just let it go and let it be. Life is short, and to be not talking resentments and all that, life is just too short. So
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to thank you.
Is Christina there? Maybe.
Kristen? Yeah, Kristen will pop back up.
No, Christina. My friend.
Oh, your friend.
Yeah, and I want Kristen to read me also.
I'm coming right after.
But my friend Christina, she killed herself, and
just Christine, I just needed to know. Sometimes we're left holding responsibility, or we could have done more, and sometimes we miss the signs. And if we would have known, if she would have picked up the phone, or if she would have told me, and all this stuff goes in our heads. And what I'm hearing from her is to not hold on to that, to let it go. It's something that she's been debating back and forth. She's been going through some depression. She probably, I don't know if she was on meds or anything like that, because I feel like there was something with medication that may caused her to go that way. Sometimes these antidepressants aren't that great. They have suicidal tendency. And I feel like whatever medication she was taking gave her the suicidal tendencies. And this is what she's saying. She blows kisses. She sends her love to you. And she says, don't worry about me. I'm in a good place. Okay. All right. I'm going to bring Kristen on. Maybe what we can do, Kristen, too, let me pop you on, is just, since we got so many and the room is filled, it keeps on blinking, people trying to get on. Maybe I read, you read, I read, you read. What do you think?
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so go ahead and read Juanita first, and that's how we're going to do it. So after that.
Okay.
So, I'm going to pop off.
Yeah, pop off. Hi. I don't know, where am I? Hello. Okay, he's right. There's so many people trying to get on, and we think the system might go down again. Don't show this again. Let's try that. It won't stop blinking. Okay, there we go. Okay, so sometimes in life, we have so many kind of shocking circumstances or something like, again, like this is happening, and now this is happening, and this is happening, and this is happening, and this is happening. And what happens is we get kind of glitched into trying to think, how am I going to figure all this out? What am I going to do? How? And you really don't necessarily have the power to figure any of it out. So what we tend to do is just ask you to get into a floaty device and grab your favorite, sparkling strawberry water and just flow down all of this stuff that's happening right now. We're going to have to just flow through it and not get caught up. Right now you have the paddle and you're going upstream and you're tired, so you want to make sure that you're going with the flow of life. And sometimes that's really not so easy because all of these things come up at you and you're going to say, wait a minute, I really don't have a lot of control over this. Give me a little dog. Really don't have a lot of control over this, and I'm just going to let it go, and I'm going to trust in my guides. So I see that there's some things that you're going through that's going to take a little bit of time. We're going to need you to practice patience right now. Things are working out the way you need them to work out. They're unfolding and they're moving, but allow the flow. Be patient, please, with this process. So also you're rushing around a lot, rushing. And we need you to slow down. So make sure that you're paying attention to your walking. Make sure you're paying attention when you're brushing your hair. Make sure you're practicing self-care. Make sure you're enjoying your car rides, not thinking, worrying, going, rushing. So make sure you're really bringing that energy back into yourself. I do see some relationship stuff going on. So there's some relationship stuff there. Um, and I see that you're coming out of a shadow time, and you've been through, again, a lot of shadow work. We have to go through the shadow work, but it's time to rebirth out of that shadow work into the light. And that's right after your relationship card. So I'm going to allow you to figure out where that needs to go. But I do see some fighting. So I see some fighting, and when you're fighting and you have that energy of fighting, it really gets into your mind and creates that unhealthy pattern and makes us not feel good. And then we can't make a decision because our mind gets so polluted and convoluted, and the energy of fighting goes into your brain, and you link into it like a cell phone charger, and you become unhealthy. So we want to figure out, we want to get that fighting energy cleared up. We want to clear some of that energetic stuff up. And they're telling me that you're beyond illusion, which means you completely understand all this. You kind of know what you need to do. You know what pathways are laying in front of you, and they want you to go ahead and trust them on that. Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you, Juanita, for
Thank
coming
you.
on and joining us today.
Thank you. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
For those of you who are trying to get in, the room is filled, but we'll make room. I just hit a wrong button here. No, I don't want to use it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and I just picked number 8. The name is Angelique, I believe. And in her comments, she said her phone is broken, has no camera. Oh, or mic. Well, if that's the case, we're not going to be able to hear you, dear.
But I can read for her. I'll just do a quick reading. No?
All right, go ahead and do a quick reading for her.
And then you'll take the next one.
And then, okay, sounds good. I'm going to pop off there. Yeah, she has no camera, no mic, so we can't.
Because I don't know where she is. I just.
It's at the bottom. The device is not connected, and then in the comment area, she said, "My phone is broke. I have no camera or mic." So.
Is it in the private chat?
Yeah, the private chat.
There it is, Angelique.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
So go ahead and give her a reading, then we can bump her off afterwards to make some more room. I have to use a different word than bump off. Get that up. All right, I'm gonna let you be.
Bump off. Take a breath, Angelique. Here we go. Take that energy. And one more. Okay. Okay, so we have some comparison energy going on. So here's what happens. It's kind of like saying, oh my gosh, like the bamboo. We're going to imagine a bamboo tree. And the bamboo tree is going to be like, I really, really wish my bark was so thick and so strong like the oak tree. Look at my thin, flat, smooth bark. You know, or the red rose saying, well, gosh, look at how pretty the lily is over there. I just don't quite look like the lily. Or look at that kitten versus that kitten. Silly, right? You know, is that fish really better than that fish? Am I better than you? Or are you better than me? That goes for all of us, you know. We are beautiful flowers. All of us are lilies and roses. No matter what size you're in, shape you're in, color you're in, gender you're in, boy, girl, and everything in between. It's beautiful. So please always remember that. No one is better than you, and you are not better than them. And no one has more than you. Okay, so when some of these thoughts come into your mind, it creates a split, like boom, because you were raised a certain way and people put all sorts of stuff inside your head. And then you have this other way that's like something doesn't feel right. So we have like this feeling, this battle inside of our mind. We need to heal the split. It can be healed with presence. Presence and the power of now. Present moment awareness heals everything. And that's the energy in which any of you who want it, that's where it is. All right, I'm going fast, Joseph.
Yeah, she just texted. She said she wanted to speak to her mom. Yeah. Bird.
Oh, hi, Bird. So you don't want me to finish, Joseph? Because
yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and finish. Everybody's chatting in the private chat. So, but just go ahead.
Okay. So Angelique, there's some of your energy in there that has some morality inside of it. So when we are stuck in our morals and what we believe, right, is perfect. So there's a lot of right and wrong and good and bad. Right and wrong and good and bad, right? So when we have this right and wrong,
I have to laugh with you. The bird and stuff is just.
Oh, sorry. All right. I know the bird. I can't. She's flying around. I can't catch her.
All right.
She's on top of the fan.
All right.
All right.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
I'll let you go on, Joseph. But he comes back on. He's left me again. Okay. Anyway, watch that morality there, because it can paralyze us from making any choices and decisions. So if you have a mother or a father, and most likely it's in your head where you basically think that everything you're doing isn't right. Everything is wrong. Nothing is right. So you have this thought in your head, and it's paralyzing you. And you're not able to really make healthy decisions or any decisions at all, because everything is right or wrong or good or bad. Left wing and right wing and religious and politics. So there's a lot of that going on. So just keep in mind that stops all of the life flow of your existence. Okay.
Okay.
All right. But last thing is look at this girl. Very last thing, Angelique. Can you see her? She's beautiful. Right there. So that's where you're headed. Do you see how she has her black and white together sitting on a lotus flower? She's very gifted, this one. So let's get her there, because she needs to come back and shine.
All right. Angelique, what you're doing now, you're giving me too much information. I should know nothing. Just I want to connect to your mother, and your mother would tell me everything. You gave me a lot of stuff here. So let me just say, I know your mom died when she was killed, and you were 5 and 15 now. Something about when something happens where an accident or murder, where they're killed, is that there's a penance there, that justice will be done. So, and this is probably what I'm hearing from your mother, justice will be done. So whatever happened to her, things are going to be working that way. Also, what I'm hearing too is that you being 5 years old, on there. Okay. Oh, you're 15 now. I'm sorry, dear. Okay. So now you're being 15 and 5. Your mother's always there. She's like your guardian angel. She always hears you. So you can always call on her. I always teach heaven is within. It's within our heart. She'll be able to hear you right there in your heart. I'm singing. I'm hearing my song, You Are My Sunshine, and she wants me to sing that song to you. I know you were just 5 years old when she died, but maybe you can remember her voice and the songs that she sings. It was very important that she let you know that too. She was in the wrong place at the wrong time, she's telling me. And she's saying that, what happened to her, it was awful. I feel like people knew her, like family members or friends or something, and that type of thing. But she just wants to let you know how much she loves you. She misses you. Since Stephanie knows you, go ahead and talk to Stephanie, and you're going to come see me sometime. I'm not going to charge you. You're under 18. I don't charge anybody under 18. So, but I would like to do this medium thing with you, but the less I know is the better. That's the most important. But she's going to tell you a lot of stuff about your childhood, and maybe a lot of stuff about her that you know. All right. Well, I want to thank you for coming on. And don't forget, just get a hold of Stephanie, and then you and I, we're going to talk, and we're going to talk about heaven, what your mom's doing, and how she's looking after you. All right. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize she was 15 until I read that. So on there. So, all right. So ready to pick out another number.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Angelique says, my mom sings that song to me. All right. So there's my validation. Yeah. Buy me. Talk to Stephanie. I'm going to give you a reading, okay? That's my gift to you from Mom. Okay. Number 7. Lucky 7. I got Jennifer here. So we're going to bring Jennifer up. And center yourself.
Am I working? Am I clear? Am I coming in? Can you hear me? Am I the Verizon man?
And you did your hair too. Yes.
I did. Well, it was already done. It was just up.
It was up. Okay. I thought we had a different person. Yes, we can hear you. You're working and everything now. Welcome, welcome,
Awesome.
welcome.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good. So what brings you on?
So I am a little over 2 months into my first ever spiritual awakening.
Mhm.
And I know I have gifts. I know I'm not ready to explore yet. I don't know what they are, to be exact, and I'm okay with not knowing yet. My question is, how do I go about, even though I know my guides are with me all the time, but how do I go about forming like my spiritual team, so to speak, like the people that are going to be with me every day, supporting me every day, putting me down that path every day?
All right. I'm going to go first, Kristen, or?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. I work with guides all the time. I'm a trance channel. I've been doing this since 1985. I opened up. That was my awakening in 1985.
Wow.
To give you an idea.
Good for you.
Yeah. So I developed my team in my late 80s. My team started to come together. And in the 90s, I started channeling. So, and that's how I became. Meditation is very important at the very beginning. To go into deep trance. When you get to the deep trance, you're gonna. What I have people do is we have the pineal gland right over here.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna close your eyes. You're gonna look cross-eyed right at the tip of your nose. You're gonna take the tongue, put it to your roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
Breathe. So you get lightheaded. As you breathe more and more, you're gonna start to feel a shift, and you're gonna feel the energy go up. This is where you connect with your guides, your collective. Now, the collective comes in stages. You just said your awakening was just a couple months ago?
Yeah, and at first it was like speed of lightning. I'm not even joking. I mean, it was like,
well,
stop.
It's a time. When women hit around 30 years old or close to 30, that's when it seems to be opening.
32. And it was like,
all right,
and
so
we
you're
had
30.
to ask the universe. They said, can you just like not so
Right.
much right
Well,
now?
You're the third. You're the third 32-year-old that has said that to me now.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
That are just starting to open up now.
That's crazy.
It's got to come in stages. You can't rush it. You're going to begin what's called the control. The control is the medium that was with you, or those guides that was with you since you were born. They're the gatekeepers. They bring them in and out. As you progress, you're going to go into stages. You're going to move up to different levels and different vibrations. As you move into the next vibrations, you're going to connect higher and higher. When I started off with the three amigos, my three guides, Patrick's Indigo Sparrowhawk. Then I moved into the next vibration that was higher, and I went into Genevieve, and then I went into Christ consciousness and the ancient one and all that into the seventh. So that was through my years that I've been doing this. So what you're going to do is you're just going to focus, and then as you gradually increase vibrations, you're going to get into more and more guides and purpose. Write everything. You're going to have a thing that it's called automatic writing. You're going to feel like you're writing it, but then all this information is going to come so quick that after you read it, it's going to like, wow, where did that come from? So that's where you're going to get all your information. So either type it or write it. Start writing your thoughts. And as you start to write your thought, there you go. You keep writing your thoughts. And next thing you're going to know is your guides are feeding you those thoughts, and you're going to be automatic writing.
I see. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, guys. I really appreciate it.
Where are you located?
I'm in Connecticut.
Then you can't come to my workshop then. Okay.
I cannot do that.
All right.
We should do a virtual one though.
No,
yeah. I'm going to leave Kristen with you now.
Thank you.
So your guides are like learning a new language. Like if you were studying Spanish or you were studying German, you would read the book, right? And you'd be like, okay, so that word means this, right? And that word means that. Same thing in Spanish, right? So they are doing the exact same thing to you. So you're learning how your guides are communicating to you, the language they're speaking to you. Like Joseph said, sometimes it is in writing. You'll find a lot of success in writing. That's how you're beginning to develop. I use the cards just as a matter of making it okay, so when these cards resonate with this book, that's all sorts of information coming into me. These cards, they come with the book, and that's just, I could read an anatomy and physiology book and my guides will begin communicating to me about organs and hearts.
Right.
So any code or symbol or thing that you pick up, okay, this one. So I could say to them right now, send me something that you want me to know. And they will right here send me to something that they want me to know. So songs on the radio. a lot of communication happens.
Yes, that's
some of
true.
the TV and the movies that you watch are not accidental or coincidental. They're also sending you messages.
There's nothing that's coincidence, and that I've learned like
right.
in 2 months, more than anything. You know, synchronicity and numbers and patterns.
The numbers,
like,
everything, it's all there.
I get
all the time.
Goosebumps right now just talking about it. It's just like
me
wow.
Too. They're like, hey, yes.
Oh,
they're
it's
always
great.
there. Always there, all the time. And even if you see like a strange animal, you're gonna be like, let me pick some kind of animal book somewhere, and it's a message. It's all, they're always communicating to us all the time. We are just learning their language.
Right.
Yeah, and it's different for everyone. So I can't wait to see what your language is. Like they speak differently to Joseph than they speak to me, and they're gonna speak to you in your own beautiful way.
And you are able to contact your guides like that right now, right?
Yeah, like that. Always. They're always there. They're never not there. I mean, ever. Never. They are with me, like, they're with me at all moments. So they are my best friends. Like,
yeah, right.
Whatever I do, I'm like, hey guys, what's up? No, they're like my people. Like, I don't even care being anywhere by myself because my people are with me. Wherever I go with them, and it's beautiful. And I love it. And I'm never alone, and I'm not seeking outside of myself, and I'm loved. I'm told how amazing and beautiful I am all the time by my guides and by my universe.
Amen.
Loves me, takes care of me, plays me beautiful songs, and sends me nice people to dance with me.
I love it.
Right?
I love it. That's so
I have
awesome.
a great life because me and my guides are besties.
And your vibration.
So you're right there too, and you're learning it too. Yeah. And you know, it was so cute because then for a second I was like, jealous. I'm like, how can you be out? You're making her smile too, and me. Like, you love everyone the same way. I'm like, Kristen, there's enough love to go around because I was in a ceremony and I saw all the girls smiling. I'm like, it's not just me. Okay, fine, I'll share you. So they really love you the same. It's okay, you know. But it's all the, like you said, that collective thing, and we're all in this together. And you are just, the words that are coming out of your mouth are just a beautiful manifestation of the words coming out of my mouth. And Joseph's mouth and all of our mouths.
Yeah.
We're all just like little roses and flowers, and everything is like source coming through us.
It's just so beautiful.
I
love
it. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. I wouldn't ever go back.
Never. Once you go and you know, it's done. Your whole life is different. And no one will understand. You can't like tell your friends and family about, oh, hey, guess what? There's a collective group of people
my other question here is how do I like adapt to reality? You know, like
your reality is different now.
I have my children. I have, you know, the children, my father of my children, and everybody's like, are you ever going to come back down from cloud 9? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm still like, I mean, there's bills and stuff. What is what we're trying to.
I know. And you're like, I don't care. Paper money doesn't mean anything to me anymore.
Yeah. So it's like,
I don't get it either. And then you have to work a regular job, and you just want to go like heal people on the streets.
It's rough.
I know.
Yeah.
And I end up being, to be honest, just alone most of the time because no one understands that really. So. Unless you're really living it and you're like, well, and that's when people are like, I don't, and I'll be honest, I'm going to take it a step further. I don't exactly know what is communicating to us, but I know that there's a lot of communication happening, and it's happening full time now for many people all over. Light workers all over are being like, okay, if I thought there was something there, now I know.
Right.
Yeah. And all of our lives are changing, but we're what they call like the rainbow warriors. We're being enlightened. As we're raising our vibrations, they have been able to move down. So now we're all able to communicate. So you become part of a collective light worker grid that's here to actually elevate the vibrations.
The rest of, yeah.
Yeah. So by you turning on your match, everyone who comes near you, you enlighten them. And your children, you enlighten them, and your families, you enlighten them by holding that light, by holding your vibrations, by knowing who you are, walking it, talking it, and sharing it. You become part of the collective raising of our planet. Very, very good work we're doing right now. So,
yeah, absolutely.
And you're there. You're on board with us. So you know, lots of us out there talking about it. I always say it. You know. I'm on Mondays. You would probably benefit by coming on Mondays. That's how it's starting to develop this, just to kind of say, hey guys, this is what's going on. Let's stay together. Everything out of my mouth is just as important as what's out of your mouth. Like, I need to know your messages too.
Right.
They're all different coming through now.
I agree.
So okay, Joseph.
I will be there on Monday.
Okay, come on Monday. Yeah, just keep in touch with that. Okay. Hi, you bumped off again, baby. Oh, he's down on the internet, y'all. So Joe, then can I say to them right now that that we're gonna pop on next Wednesday since this kind of happened this Wednesday? Let's do that because you know it's our show. Yeah, let's check our calendar, y'all. Joe's popped off, his internet's completely down. In fact, I think I might have glitched too. Can anyone hear me still? Yes. Okay. Oh, you can't even pull up your website or anything. Okay. 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 Love you. Bye. All right, y'all. Next Wednesday, I don't want to continue the show without my co-host because, you know, I miss my Joseph. But next Wednesday, we are going to come on. So please, we will have the link shared. Joseph likes to share it. You know what? If you're hearing this, I'm going to let you know. We're going to go ahead and share the link. I'll make sure he shares it at exactly 7:30 next week. So look for that link to pop up at 7:30. We'll probably advertise for the show ahead of time. We'll keep in touch with our comments. So if you say to us, hey, we were on the show last week, we'll make sure to get you in a little bit faster than the new people that are coming on. So just give us that heads up next week. As a reminder, Joseph does have, I don't have all of the details, but Joseph does have an event coming up. I think it's in October, and it is in it's in a museum up here. So I'm gonna have all that information. It's in a museum up here and he's doing all sorts of fun events. It's right around Halloween. I think he's doing a seance and all sorts of cool stuff. So keep your eyes open for that. He's also doing an event in Destin, right around Destin. I have some family up there. Depending on my schedule, I may or may not be there. I have some classes, like I said, starting up. I believe I'm going to start them in September. And it's basically just about this, developing your skills, learning how your guides communicate to you, learning what your skills are and stuff like that. So we'll have those classes coming up as well. And I'm on Monday nights at 8 o'clock where I just read for a couple hours and do life path and energy, all sorts of weird stuff on Mondays. And then me and Joseph are on Wednesdays, and that'll be starting back up in September. But because of this, I promise, guys, we're going to be on next Wednesday. The link will be at 7:30, and we'll start at 8. We love you guys. Have a good night. Sorry, we kind of ending so abruptly. Mwah. Next week, Wednesday. All right. I'm used to having him here. Let's see what our show ending is. Let's see. Here we go. Almost. There it is. All right, guys. Love you.